This week on the Double T Insider, we give you inside access to Texas Tech spring football. We go one-on-one with Texas Tech track and field star Kole Weldon. And we shine light on Red Raider softball's Brittany Lee in this week's Red Raider Spotlight. All that and a whole lot more. This is the Double T Insider. The Double T Insider is brought to you by the College of Media and Communication and is produced entirely by students of the college.
Hello and welcome into another edition of the Double T Insider. I'm Brett Brown alongside Caitlin Kravick, bringing you more access into Texas Tech athletics.
Last Saturday, Tech fans gathered in the Jones for the annual spring football game. Double T Insider's Regine Clyett has the story.
Texas Tech football held their annual spring game at Jones AT&T Stadium Saturday. Although there were some explosive plays in the 37-30 victory for the offense, head coach Cliff Kingsbury and defensive coordinator Matt Wallerstedt see room for improvement.
Not bad, neither side really showed much, so we wanted to come out here and see the guys play hard with good effort, good energy. Not as clean as we would have liked, but I thought the energy was good, so we can build off that.
Sloppy at times, too many penalties in the first half, but came back in the second half and executed our package better and got a lot of chance for a lot of guys to get a lot of rep.
Wide receiver Jakeem Grant had 5 catches for 105 yards, including a 75-yard touchdown pass from Davis Webb. Cliff Kingsbury was impressed with Grant's performance.
Jakeem, they couldn't tackle him, and I thought he's been like that all spring. He's going to have a great year for us, and I'm really proud of his maturity as not only as a player but as a person. He's picked it up academically and really made big strides.
Starting quarterback Davis Webb also received high praise from Kingsbury due to few turnovers this spring and the leadership Webb has built on. Webb says he still has room to grow.
I think there's still some stuff I need to work on to get better from. I know me and Coach Kingsbury will watch that tomorrow, and we'll discuss my spring as a whole, and we'll see what I need to work on for the summer and what needs to be carried over to the fall. But I think that as a team, we got a lot better, and we have a chance to do great things this year.
Yeah, the whole spring and all the scrimmages, I don't think he turned it over one time, and that's how he's been in practice. So he's night and day from where he was last year at this time and being a vocal leader, so I've been really impressed with him.
After being down 34-19 at halftime, the defense buckled down and only allowed the offense to score 3 points in the second half. The offense for sure took notice.
It's been like that all spring, really. Our defense, did a lot better today, and they get after us at practice. It's probably even this spring. Offense won one day, defense won the next.
Yeah, not bad. Once again, I think we're gonna have some bigger bodies in there come fall that we're expecting to be on campus, and so. But I thought the effort was good. We just got to clean some things up.
Nearly 20,000 fans showed up to the game, and players and coaches appreciated the fans' impact, not only for the spring game, but for the upcoming season as well.
Yeah, incredible, just like it's been since we've been here. With the season ticket sales and all these people showing up for spring game, the Midland scrimmage, Friday Night Lights, it's just been awesome for our players. They worked their butts off all year to play in front of people, and so it's a great reward for them to be out here in front of this many people.
I think from coming from that other school down south and coming in here, knowing that and hearing that this is a huge fan base and important to everybody involved with Raider athletics, that now being through it 1 year in a spring, I think this is a really special fan base and really excited about it, and we got to continue to everybody pull in the same direction, everybody stay with us and stay excited, and some big things are coming.
Texas Tech opens up the 2014 regular season with a home game against Central Arkansas on August 30th. For the Double T Insider, I'm Regine Clyett.
This week on the Double T Insider, we sat down with all-star shot putter Cole Welden. He discusses his time at Tech, as well as some things that fans might not know about him.
I'm Cole Welden from Jacksonville, Texas, and I'm a junior shot put, discus, and hammer thrower here at Tech. Well, pretty young. Junior high, I started out in school sports. I did everything. I loved doing track. Back then I actually ran before I weighed 275 pounds. But, I just always loved it. It's just such neat competition. Who's the fastest? Who can throw the furthest? Who can jump the highest? So it's pretty neat getting to go out there and do something individually by yourself. And so early on I enjoyed it and, stayed with it through junior high, high school, and now in college. So it, you know, it just started out just like any other kid doing school sports. Honestly, it's the only school I called. There was just something in my mind that said, this is the place I want to go. And so I made one phone call to Wes Kitley, and he invited me to come out, and door opened, and I went through it. Both of my coaches, Wes Kitley and Cliff Elkins, they both saw something in me, maybe even before I did. They saw that I had potential. They gave me that opportunity, and they had my back the entire way, kept encouraging me throughout the years. And sure enough, my sophomore year, I became an All-American. That's what I love about them. They're the greatest coaches in the world, in my opinion. One thing I love about Tech, the school, it's a beautiful campus. I love walking there every day, especially now the grass is starting to come back, it's green. It's beautiful. Some of the favorite things I like about track is you got a little more freedom than the typical team sports. Football, they all have practice at the same time, same schedule every day. Track's a little different. You get a little more freedom. You get to kind of set your own times for practice and stuff like that. I love that about my coach, Cliff Elkins. He works with our schedules. So you're able to take care of business in the classroom as well as take care of business out practice. You know, we're just starting outdoors, so big things hopefully this outdoor season, All-American in my events. You know, I want to finish in school, get my degree. Lord willing, I'd love to continue to keep throwing. That'd be great to professionally throw. It feels great to be an All-American, but what it does is for me, it makes me more hungry for more. You know, I've been NCAA runner-up, and I've been third place at nationals now. Getting into a meet and getting second place or third, you see those two guys standing ahead of you out on the award stand, and it makes you more hungry. You want to be there. You want to be the top dog. And so as hard as I had to work to get to those spots, I have to work even harder to get to that top spot because it's not given. I got to step up my game because I want that #1 spot. It just drives you more. One thing that people probably don't know about me is that I can make friendship bracelets. I know that's a little more sensitive than you'd imagine from a big, scruffy shot putter, but yeah, I've made several people friendship bracelets since I've been here, and so that's just kind of a neat hobby I have that's kind of surprising to most people. Every team needs leaders, and as one of the older guys on the team, I'm one of the veterans now as a junior. You know, with my success that I've had here, I naturally have people look up to me, and so I have to lead by example. I have to encourage kids, and I hope I do. I hope I do a good job, and you know, that's only going to get a bigger role for me next year, being a senior. It's my finale, my victory lap, my last year here, and so I want to go out just showing everyone what is required, but also show them that you can come from being a walk-on to an All-American.
Coming up next, we hit the dugout to get the scoop on Red Raider softball's Brittany Lee. And later, Luke Heath brings you our best tweets of the week. But first, here's your Texas Tech trivia question.
The Lady Raiders senior class has had the most wins in school history, with senior Nikki Sanders passing Caroline Stark for the most all-time wins. How many wins does Nikki Sanders have in her career? Is it A, 84, B, 91, C, 97, or D, 102? The answer to the Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week will be coming up later in the show. Stay tuned, because after the break we're coming back with more of the Double T Insider.
This is you. You want to be a director in Hollywood? Maybe you want to capture someone's attention on a 30-second spot. Maybe you'd rather be a social media manager, or you want to sit behind the World News desk. You can do that here at the College of Media and Communication at Texas Tech University with a degree in advertising, electronic media, journalism, media strategies, or public relations. From here, it's possible.
Welcome back to the Double T Insider. This week we sat down with Red Raider softball's Brittany Lee. The outfielder from Keller, Texas gives us an inside look at her freshman season in the Red Raider spotlight.
I'm Brittany Lee. I'm a freshman from Keller, Texas, and I'm a catcher, first and third baseman. My whole family played. My uncles played baseball, and everybody in my family was a big baseball, softball family, and my cousins played. And so I grew up watching them and wanted to play t-ball, and that's where it all started. I like to do it not only for my school. I think it's so cool to play for a school and have that name on your chest, but for my family, because I think that they've done so much for me. And just watching them all play growing up, it's like kind of my way to give back to them and to show them how much I appreciate it. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I mean, we have all the resources here to be successful in the classroom and on the field, of course, but in the fall it was difficult. I mean, you know, you wake up at 5:30 in the morning, you don't get home till 10 at night, and then you remember you didn't eat lunch, and it's just like, it was crazy. But now that we're in season and we've been doing it for a while, we've got the routine down, I think. The coaches and my teammates helped a lot in just the transition, just in that, like, the players had all been there before and they know how hard it is, and obviously we don't expect that coming in, but I know that they all kind of took us under their wing because there's a ton of us. There were 9 freshmen or something in the fall, and so we each kind of buddied up, and like they would help us with homework or just come over and hang out and just kind of get us adjusted. And I know that the coaches were very understanding if like we were late or something happened because our day was crazy, and like one of us would come in crying like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do my homework, and they're like, it's okay. And they're just easy to talk to, and they're always there if we needed them, and that was really nice to have, especially in the beginning when we were trying to transition. I think that we have kind of underachieved. I think we have a really good, solid freshman class, and I think it only leaves room for us to get even better than we are, and that's something that's really cool, because if you have an older team, you may be good for 1 or 2 years depending on who you have, but starting with younger players, and I think we start 4 or 5, that's really neat because you have that to build off of for the future. And you always have that core group of girls, so that'd be cool. I'm crazy about pregame superstitions and weird stuff like that. Like, I wear leggings under my pants even if it's 105 degrees. I put everything on in the same order. I do crazy, obnoxious eye black all over my face, and I mean, there's so many things. We listen to the same songs on the way, and like pregame meals, like gotta have Chipotle. Like, it's just, there's so many things that I do on game days that are, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I think having success is just something that kind of comes with being comfortable in the environment that you're in. And so I know that there are times when I get down on myself and I put a lot of pressure on myself, and that's when I don't have success. And so I think that just staying loose and comfortable and just knowing that I'm here for a reason and the coaches believe in me, as well as my teammates, is huge for being successful. I love the family feel at Tech. I think that one thing that got me here was not only Coach Hayes, but just everyone that he works with and everything about just the pride of Lubbock and being a Red Raider.
After the break, we're coming back with our best tweets. But first, let's take another look at the Texas Tech trivia question.
Have you figured out the answer to this week's trivia question? Earlier in our show, we asked, how many wins does Nikki Sanders have in her career? Your options were A, 84, B, 91, C, 97, or D, 102. The correct answer to this week's Texas Tech trivia question will be revealed later in the show. Don't go away, because there's more Double T Insider coming up after the break.
This is you. You want to be a director in Hollywood? Maybe you want to capture someone's attention on a 30-second spot. Maybe you'd rather be a social media manager, or you want to sit behind the World News Desk. You can do that here at the College of Media and Communication at Texas Tech University with a degree in advertising, electronic media, journalism, media strategies, or public relations. From here, it's possible.
Each week for the Double T Insider, we pick the best tweets about Texas Tech athletics and air them on the show. This week, we're featuring tweets about Red Raider baseball, Texas Tech football, and Lady Raider tennis. Tech student Brian Cloud tweeted, "Nice to see TTU baseball break out the broomsticks today. Big time series sweep against K-State. Hashtag wreck 'em." And Trenton Hilburn tweeted, "Congratulations to the winningest seniors in Lady Raider tennis history. This trio of seniors have gone 73 and 28. And Tech student Sandra Ado tweeted, "The TTU Kingsbury dance-off video is pure gold. hashtag TTU, and hashtag 2Turn University. And be sure to check back with us next week for more tweets when yours could just be the one chosen.
With another week in the books, here's a look at the upcoming games in Texas Tech athletics.
On Monday, Red Raider baseball will travel to Albuquerque, New Mexico to take on New Mexico. First pitch is set for 3 p.m. On Tuesday, Red Raider baseball will conclude their road trip and will travel to Abilene to play Big 12 rival TCU. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. Texas Tech track and field will travel to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to compete in the 3-day Penn Relay starting Thursday. Events are scheduled to last all day. Lady Raider tennis will compete in the Big 12 Championship starting Thursday. Teams and times are to be announced. On Friday, Texas Tech men's tennis will begin play in the Big 12 Championships in Fort Worth. Teams and times are to be announced. Red Raider baseball returns to Dan Law Field Friday to play a 3-game series with Oklahoma. First pitch for Friday's game is 6:37 p.m. and will be shown on Fox Sports Southwest. Saturday and Sunday's games are set to begin at noon and 2:07 p.m. respectively. Saturday's game can be seen on Fox College Sports and Sunday's game on Fox Sports Southwest Plus. Red Raiders softball will return home to Rocky Johnson Field Friday to play Iowa State. First pitch for Friday and Saturday's games are 7 p.m. and 4 p.m. respectively. First pitch for Sunday's game is noon.
And finally, here's the answer to your Texas Tech trivia question of the week.
It's time to reveal the answer to the Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week. Earlier in our show, we asked, how many wins does Nikki Sanders have in her career? Your options were A, 84, B, 91, C, 97, or D, 102. The correct answer is C, 97. Senior Nikki Sanders has a career record of 97 wins, with a 31-1 record at the McLeod Tennis Center. This has been your Texas Tech Trivia Question of the Week. If you didn't get this week's question right, no worries. Next week we'll be back with even more Texas Tech trivia, along with another edition of the Double T Insider.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's episode of the Double T Insider. Thank you so much for watching.
And as always, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and go to DoubleTInsider.com to get all of your news on Texas Tech athletics. For Caitlin Kravick, I'm Brett Brown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.